Today we'll be creating these 4 fun and pretty easy air dry clay projects, so let's get into it. For materials we'll need a plastic palette to work on, some clay, and we are using a 500 gram white block of clay for each project, a plant pot if you're going to try that one, a deep bowl of water, some cling film, scissors and a butter knife to cut out clay. A rolling pin is optional, but it makes it a little easier to flatten the clay. If you don't have one of these, you could use a bottle. First, let's make the jewellery tray. Cut open the clay and, using a butter knife, cut a 2 cm edge off the block. Cut this into strips about 2 cm wide. Next, flatten the clay out to about 1 cm. Then cut out the supplied template, and you can find that on our website. Lay it onto your flattened clay and profile cut it out with a butter knife. Next, wrap the clay strips around the oblong shape and smooth the join. While the clay is still damp, create a few small rolls of clay and create the shapes on the face. You can use the printout for guidance. If the clay is a little dry, just dampen it with a bit of water. You can then let it dry in a warm spot. If the clay shrinks a little bit, you can fill the gaps with some wet clay when it's dry. For this next project, we need to cut a block in half, join the 2 halves and roll it out to a thickness of approximately 1.5 centimetres. Ensure that the clay is square. Next, cut it into strips 2 centimetres wide with the butter knife. Line a bowl with Glad wrap and lay 5 strips across the inside of the bowl. Next, lay 5 strips in the other direction and weave this set through the ones previously laid down. Press the areas of clay firmly together where they join. Allow this to dry and then remove it from the pot. Cut the clay into strips and roll them out into 6 long tubes, approximately 2 centimetres in diameter. Lay 3 of the tubes together and plait them together. If you don't know how to plait, have a close look at the accompanying video for guidance. Once you have created the plaits, you can wrap them around your chosen pot. Press the clay onto the pot so there is no air gaps between the clay and the pot, and let this dry. For this one, cut the end off the clay and roll it out to a thickness of 1 centimetre. Use a coffee mug as a cutter and cut out a round shape. Create a ball of clay and wrap it in cling film and use this as a mould to lay the clay circle on, so that it dries to a domed shape. Just allow it to semi-dry enough so it holds the shape, and then apply a small cylindrical shape into the middle. This underside of the clay should still be wet. Use a stick of incense and press it into the cylinder and let the piece dry. Well, thanks for watching, stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.